Hey guys, I'm Melody,
And I'm Nicole.
and welcome to episode 8 of Double Take.
Whoop, whoop.
Wasn't that kind of
Hey.
good?
Yeah, it was cute. It was like smooth. You added in the number
I
in
just thought of that, by
there.
the way, like on the fly.
Bars.
Oh my god, episode 8, that much closer to 10.
It takes so much like planning and effort to film
Yeah.
even one. So the fact that we have like 8, or this is gonna be the eighth one is like that's
On top of the
awesome.
ones that we've already done last semester as
Yeah, so it's
well.
like it's super cool, and I'm very proud of all of them. So
Yes. But how are you doing?
I am amazing, y'all.
we
For multiple
know
reasons,
why.
but there's one main reason why.
One huge reason why.
Let's do a little stuff first. So I'm doing well because, as you know, I mentioned in the last episode, I think, or maybe a previous one, I have had a huge project I've been working on for the last 3 months, like the whole semester I've been working on it for my Black and Latina relations politics class.
You mentioned that, like, you mentioned
Mhm.
2 episodes
Yeah,
ago?
I think I mentioned a little bit about like what I was
Yeah.
doing it on. I think I did a 10-minute speech and it turned out so well. I'm actually so proud of myself.
Yay.
Honestly, I feel like I did well. I was racing because it's timed. But what
Present.
made my day amazing, y'all?
And this
Is
happened just hours ago, barely hours ago.
literally as I was preparing for my speech, I was able to get Beyonce tickets for the both of us. Cowboy Carter on Thursday.
We always find a way. It's insane,
Yes!
especially with concerts. There's no way we're missing out on the largest
No,
concerts.
literally.
Ever since we started freshman year of college, we have never missed a massive artist
Never
concert.
did.
I'm.
Melody knows the nightmare I went through for the last 24 hours trying to get tickets.
Oh yeah.
We were,
Oh
as y'all know, we
yeah.
don't live together. So I was in my room at the time and I was FaceTiming her.
She would be like FaceTime like 3 or 4 times, but I wouldn't answer in like 2 minutes.
I'm like, girl, because I need to get tickets now. I was like, I'm gonna put y'all in a secret. There's a website called A View from My Seat.
Oh yeah, if you don't know, you really
If you don't know,
don't buy concert
you don't go to
tickets.
concerts then, because literally it is like fans submit photos of where their seat is at and what view you get.
Yeah.
It's pretty much Rate My Professor, but for concerts. It's like
Wait, that is actually
honestly,
a really good way to describe it.
Right? Honestly, because they have ratings for the section.
Yeah.
It's literally Rate My Professor,
Yeah.
but for concerts. So before I buy any ticket, I always check A View from My Seat. I had it open for any
so
tickets
clutch.
I was doing.
It's so clutch.
Any section you want, it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Maybe for like smaller venues it might not, but for like stadiums, guaranteed.
And sometimes it won't show your exact row though, but it will always have like maybe 2 or 3 rows ahead or like before you, which is basically the same exact view.
And the best part is that like the rows or like the sections I was looking for, people for like Renaissance submitted it. Like they had it for Beyonce. They had it for like After Hours Till Dawn for the weekend. They had all of it. So I'm like, perfect. Yeah. So I was looking at that. If y'all knew, I was literally in checkout at least 60 times, and that's not even an understatement. Melody knows.
Oh yeah. Oh,
every time I put it, gone. Every time I process it, gone.
Yeah.
Saying someone bought it, or error with your card, error this. And the worst part is the fact that yesterday my debit card got marked for fraud because $20, like it was $20, was taken out. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Like I'll just dispute it, right? They were like, no, we're going to give you a whole new card. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I actually need my card now. And they're like, no, we can't risk that for you. Like, we're going to send you a new card. I'm like, great. At that point, which it was yesterday, I didn't think we were going to go to the concert. So I'm like, it's fine.
It's so funny. I had a feeling this entire time since she announced that, I'm like, I know we're gonna go to the
I never thought we were gonna go. I was telling you I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm like, I'm not going.
And I know, especially Nicole, she will always find a way.
Right. Oh, I was just going through checkout like 50, 60 times. Every time it was gone. I saw amazing seats, gone. This, gone. That, gone. But by the grace of God, I got the final time I decided to try it today before my class. It said your order has been placed. I literally gasped. And honestly, I'm not even gonna. I don't know about you. I'm gonna watch a live stream today. I don't care. I'll watch it. I'm not worried.
But you know, I've never been that person who's like
to want to be like be surprised.
It's very hard for me to like want to be surprised. I want to like literally see it on the first day and be like, okay, what am I gonna expect to see when I go there? Like, I want to see it.
Honestly,
But I understand the other side where it's like people want to be surprised because maybe they're paying so much money and they're like a huge, like, I don't know, they're just really excited for it.
For Renaissance, I didn't want to know. I knew, but Twitter, the videos were everywhere by the first day. It was everywhere on Twitter. So you couldn't avoid it.
You could not avoid
By the time our show rolled around for SoFi, because SoFi was towards the end of the tour, because she went international first for Renaissance.
Yeah.
By that time, I knew the whole set list in order. I knew the entire set list in order. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. But for this tour, I'm not worried. I'm just there to have a good time. And when I ordered the tickets, Melody already placed an order for clothes. For the outfit.
I kid you not. There's like, it was like maybe a 1 minute difference.
No, literally, you had it placed. I'm like,
I had it placed.
What? I don't even have an outfit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'll whip up something cute.
And the thing is, like, my outfit is still not done yet. But like, I bought just like the essentials.
It's okay.
Of the outfit, but
honestly,
I don't know.
I'm glad to be there.
I'm glad to be there.
I'm so excited. Like, I'm really shaking of excitement. It's getting me through this week. So yeah,
I love that. Like, not even just concerts, but like other events or like some major thing acts like almost like checkpoints in our semester where it's like it keeps you motivated. The last show
we went to was K-Tronada, and that was 6 months ago. So
yeah, so awesome. We were overdue for a concert.
Yes,
people like us who literally are always going to concerts. So
yes, but sorry, I rambled so much explaining how I felt.
It was literally all
how are you
stuff. I feel like I'm at a point in the semester where I'm just very burnt out.
Oh my god.
As I feel like every other student is. I don't know. And it's funny because I was telling Nicole, like, I've always been the person, like, Nicole has been like, oh, I don't want, like, junior to end. I enjoyed junior year. Like, I don't want to graduate soon. Now I'm like, okay, I want the semester to end. Like, I'm actually tired.
Done. It's wraps. I'm done. Honestly, I still feel
like my classes are, like, a lot. So I'm like,
wait, how was your, next semester? I think we talked. How's your next semester? You have a lot of evening stuff, or you have an evening class. But how is it your schedule next semester for registration?
I don't have a 9:55 again.
You don't? Me neither. I
don't. You thought you would. She always said, I feel like I'm never not gonna have like a. You know what I mean?
There was one semester where I didn't have a 9:55 on Tuesday and Thursdays, but almost every semester I do. This semester I don't, and the best part is on Tuesday and Thursday, my first class is at like 3:45 or 3:25. Yes, finally.
And is that your only class?
Huh? Yes. And then Monday, I'm not kidding. Monday and Wednesday, I start at 11:50 because of political journalism, but I'm so excited.
Is such a good time in my opinion.
I love 11:50 is the best time because it's not too late.
1:45 is, I feel like, an odd-ish time.
Yeah, so Monday's 11:50, and then I'm removing one of my classes because the political journalism class fulfills for both my senior seminar and my minor. So I'm going to take only 3 classes. 3. I'm scared. It's 12 units bad.
3 classes an entire semester? Mm-hmm. I think I'm taking 6. No, it's not even that. I am down my credits as well, but it's because a lot of them are the 1 credit classes.
Oh, so it's a lot of
classes.
In 5 weeks. Oh, so you'll be fine then.
So to answer her earlier question, or she mentioned the night classes thing, I have 3 night classes.
But it's end in 5 weeks.
2 of them end in 5 weeks.
That's fine.
1 of them is the whole semester.
That's fine.
1 of them is it might be a PR class. I think I'm like looking forward to the photography one or like photo.
You're taking.
It's like
I want to do that.
It's like something in editing photos. Something.
Honestly, maybe I'll do that my last semester because I have so much spared for my last semester.
You should, because I think like especially taking like photos is fun. Like, you know what I mean? Yes. You have such creative control over that, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's exciting. It's like less pressure, honestly, to take photos. So
it's definitely less pressure than video, but nonetheless, been chilling. I don't know. I've been like really back on the TV wave though. Finally, I don't even know if I want to talk about my favorite shows now or later. Should we talk about it later?
We talk about it later.
Okay, I'll talk about it later because I have a lot to say. Yeah. Because I'm finally watching TV again. But
yes. Okay, so we were discussing before filming, and we have a lot of like online stuff we want to talk about, like just things that have been happening, like popular, pop culture, things like that. Because this last week has been a lot. So let's kick it off with, first of all, you saw Shador Sanders.
I know.
The whole mess with that. They're playing in his face, number one, because the fact that he wasn't the first draft pick is insane. But I want to specifically talk about the phone call.
I thought you were talking about that first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't know. I feel like there's always these like plot twists and these huge things that happen to celebrities like this. Like, what are the chances that someone notable in the football industry's kid did this?
And the thing is,
like, they're bold enough to do that. You know what I'm saying?
He's young too. Like he's probably at least in high school or college.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, he looks like he was in high school. I thought
he's stupid, just dumb.
I personally would never. I would never be bold. If I knew my dad
if
had
my dad was
like
in that status, I would use that to level up and get to work in that industry, not make a stupid prank call with your friends. Like, now look at you, you're cooked. You're actually cooked. I'm not gonna lie, regardless of who your dad is. Like, how did he get the phone number? I want to know.
The first thing I was saying was like, I don't even know how he got the phone number.
Because like, somebody had to give it to him, obviously, and the only person who knows is his dad. So
did he like go
through a phone?
Because I know they have the separate phone number for like the athletes who are getting who are getting drafted.
Yeah, so it's like, it's weird, and I know they addressed the new phone numbers. NFL or somebody made like a PR kind of thing, like, oh, like we're looking into this, and the guy apologized as well. But it's like, it's just a dumb thing to do, a very dumb thing to do. And honestly, I'm glad he got drafted though. Yeah, I think it was 3rd round, but
it was like 144th pick or something like that. Am I tweaking?
Maybe you're right. Was it Falcons or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Falcons, 144th pick.
Oh, they're playing in his face. They're playing in his face. But nonetheless, that was crazy, honestly. Had to mention that. Oh. Had to mention that because that's wild. I feel like it's something you wouldn't even predict to happen to somebody, to get a prank call of someone saying like, you got drafted, and then like, I don't know what it goes down in a phone call, but like, whatever he did, that's
I saw a CNN article saying they were like, what was said in the prank call. I didn't watch
There's a video. I just never watched the video.
Okay, yeah, I need to see the video as well, but yeah, weird. They're just weird. Need some growing up to do.
For real.
But yeah, but besides that, I thought of the whole JoJo Siwa mess. I don't know, like, a lot of people aren't that tapped in Big Brother, but I feel like at this point, this controversy is literally all over social media. Oh my god!
Like, if y'all don't know, like JoJo Siwa was casted in Celebrity Big Brother in the UK. JoJo Siwa is notable on Dance Mom. She's a dancer. She has a girlfriend, or had a girlfriend, and I was trying to see videos on Twitter of her getting close with a man, and he's either 9 or 10 years older than her.
Something.
He's 31 or 32.
Yeah.
From the UK. They were getting close and all of that. Like, genuinely, I'm like,
because mind you, everything is captured on live
24/7 cameras. So like, people were like, huh? Like, she was getting close with him, like literally sleeping in the same bed as him, like hugging up on him, all that. Come to find out, when the show ends, she dumps her girlfriend same night
at the after party.
Where he's there. Ooh, I would air out the whole place. I would have so much anger. Imagine watching your girlfriend the whole time throughout the show, seeing her cuddle up with a man, being like, huh? And then you're probably like, hoping to talk to her outside the show. I don't want to be together anymore. And then the cherry on top is the fact that there was photographs of her and the guy going out to eat together with his friends, like a whole dinner. Ooh, I would be so mad. I'd be so mad. And the girl made a video. Did you not see the video she made on TikTok?
Yeah, I did.
She was like, oh, I got dumped and this, that. And talking about, they had plans of getting married. I don't know what.
You told me that.
Because I think they've only been together since, like, I think December.
Yeah, you told me that too. I feel like that move was just like lousy. It's like
very low, very conceited. You couldn't have at least waited a little bit of time to talk it through, to really reevaluate. She must have known in the house, I don't want to be with her anymore.
I think also just doing that in general on live TV, knowing that like the person at home is gonna deal with the repercussions.
She never thought like, oh my god, she's probably watching right now. Like, oh my god, like,
yeah, exactly,
bro. Especially in Big Brother, we've seen a handful amount of house guests cheat on their outside partner, like, or like really, like, girlfriend, boyfriend.
Not everyone needs to be on Big Brother. That's just the clear proof, because Like for me, I feel like I would be walking on like eggshells if I
Oh my
knew I
god, I'd
was
be
being recorded
mortified. Like
25/8, you know?
literally, they have access to watch your every move 24/7. They don't care. These people do not care.
The only privacy you have is in the
Bathroom.
bathroom.
It's and even the shower, you can see your head.
Yeah, you can see your head and your
It's like it just
legs.
shows like your head shown and your legs are shown.
Yeah.
The bathroom is the only privacy you have,
That's
and
crazy.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine sharing a
When you're
bathroom with 16
sleeping,
people.
I don't like
Ew.
that.
When you're
Even in the
sleeping as well.
HOH room when you have your own room, still
Still
on
camera.
there. Nah.
Crazy.
But
I really want to apply, but I just can't. I cannot deal with the no privacy. And also, like,
I don't.
I think also be
Yeah.
overwhelmed being stuck in a house for 3 months.
I
I need
would
to
only
go
do it
out
if we did a
somewhere.
twin twist.
There has been a twin twist one time in
Yeah.
season 17 of Big Brother USA. And ever since then, I'm like, I want us to go to do a
Yeah.
twin twist.
I
And I'd
feel
have
like
to
we
dye my
would
hair
eat,
though.
huh?
I'd have to dye my hair though.
Yeah.
But like,
But I feel like
black.
by the time we apply, you'd probably dye it back to black,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Cause,
Yeah.
but like, they like switcheroo, and
Yeah.
people at some point caught on.
I feel
It
like,
was funny.
do you think people would catch on
Mm-hmm.
immediately?
Not immediately. I think eventually.
But I think nowadays people say we don't really look alike that much anymore.
Maybe because my hair is so different. What if I had my hair dark?
Maybe.
What would happen?
Okay.
But I think also just like in a house like Big Brother, you really get to know someone inside and out. And I feel like they would know me so well to the point where they'll be like, that's not you. You know? Or same vice versa.
I
They're like,
agree.
that's not you.
I think like the
Like,
only way like we could seriously pull it off is like if we spent like the entire maybe summer prior. Well, where when would we get the news? I don't know. When do they hear back? Do you feel like?
sometime in maybe May, June.
Oh, so right before. We don't have much time.
Actually, I'm not sure. That's a great. I
The
don't even
point
know.
is, like, spend like a few weeks literally like practicing and being like, if you act this way, do not say this because I know I'm not gonna remember to say
For
this.
me, I think what
You
the
know?
smartest way, and I noticed that Liz and Julia from season 17 did, is that you have to study who your twin is close with in the house. You have to know who they're cool with. You have to know who they're
Mhm.
not cool with. Because if you all of a sudden, like for example, walk past somebody that your twin is cool with, they'll be like,
Yeah.
huh? Or
Oh
if you're
my
not like,
God,
or if you're not
no.
like, chatting with them as normally as your twin would, or
Mhm.
like if you're chatting to someone that your twin doesn't talk to, it just you have to really strategize
Yeah.
who they're close with.
Oh my
So
God.
it's a lot, but I love that
That's
show. I can't wait for
insane.
the next season though.
I'm literally so excited. I feel like it's such a staple in our house, like to watch Big
The
Brother
best show
for
over the
years.
summer.
Yeah.
The best show.
Oh, I actually just mentioned this in my PR class because it was a good example of PR. ChatGPT is free. Like ChatGPT Plus is free
You
for
told
two
me
months
that.
for
Yeah.
college students once you verify your college
Oh,
email.
they're gonna abuse it.
Woo! Because they're trying to
For
like
finals.
help students out for
That's
finals. They don't
crazy.
realize this door they
This is
just
a bad
unlocked.
idea.
Like
Bad
people are about to
idea.
be using that like crazy. But I'm honestly at this point going to be surprised if there isn't a single person that's a student in America who does not use ChatGPT.
There's no way. I think
Not saying to
there's no way.
plagiarize or like
No.
to submit false information, whatever. I'm not saying the average student does that, but I'm saying to even help them study and stuff like
Bruh.
that. You're telling me there's students literally on our college campus who haven't utilized it before.
No, at this point, I get it in the beginning.
Now it's become
come on,
overly useful.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's no way. There are literally like professors and like or like people who are like professionals that say they use it.
Professors will encourage students to use it.
Oh,
for
my
studying.
professor literally encouraged my class to use it. One of my older professors encouraged my class to use it, especially when it comes to people like me who are in poli-sci who have to do a lot of reading. It helps with like retaining information that's very dense. It's helped me a lot with retaining information that's dense. It's helped me understand so many things easier, or even condensing it if you're in a rush. So helpful. But when it comes to plagiarizing, oh no. But the problem I see, and I really wonder now that we're just so into college, like people who are applying for college, how do they, like, for college applications, how do they detect ChatGPT? Oof, that's bad.
Do you feel like, oh my God, do you feel like now people are using ChatGPT instead of college advisors?
I bet you.
I bet you
you
money.
I bet. Oh, they're lucky. They save so much money.
Do you realize?
So much money you
could
save.
Be like, generate me
school supply too,
or like generate me schools in this price range, and generate me schools based on this GPA. Imagine
people pay,
and this application fee. You can literally find
people pay so much money for advisors.
Yes,
and you can get that with an instant.
I just realized how
that's
easy
so helpful. That's so helpful. Or even like, give me advice on like what do you think is the most compelling out of these type of essays I want to write. Topics like how to help write like activities lists and this
how
like
I could connect it to this aspect of my like academic career, like something more fun to that.
Yes.
Well, if we had this, I probably would have had the most insane
essays.
Like probably like the most like I would have connected something so niche to something.
I bet you 90% of applicants are using it in some form.
Hell yeah!
I find it so funny though, because Melody and I always talk about this. Is that you can tell so easily, at least for us, when someone uses ChatGPT to write a caption on LinkedIn.
100%.
It is so obvious. Please, it's so obvious. And I'm not even going to say what exactly makes me know, but it's so, I don't want to shade.
Why not?
Because like it's why not? So people use it.
It's not going to hurt the AI robot. Like
no, like the people who use it. But it's like, people do like the bunch of like lists.
Bullet points give it away.
Come on. But like, those like viral ChatGPT, not the viral LinkedIn posts.
Yeah,
you can tell it's AI when they write those like advice
because they're like more. They think it's more like digestible to read.
And it's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah. And I'm like, I respect it, whatever. But I just think it's funny to look at sometimes. I think it's also good to get ChatGPT's advice to clean up for sure to clean up captions because I mean it's very very helpful. But like for those, it's like you could tell it's completely generated. Like oh my god. But
yeah. I think like I'm sorry, I'm not afraid to say it. Literally the first thing I thought of was like exciting news at the beginning. That's ChatGPT, dog. Like
that is so true. I'm screaming. That's actually so true. Like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Especially when there's like the stars on the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or like very like
and then it's like don't shame your game, but like
or irrelevant emojis. Irrelevant emoji on the side as a bullet.
The rocket. Why are you using a rocket? Like that's defo AI. Oh, ChatGPT ruined M dashes for journalism majors.
Oh my god, I bet it has. And you could tell.
Especially when literally when I worked at our school's newspaper, I'd be known for using M dashes down.
Me too.
Yeah, I always use M dashes. Now I do not use M dashes because I'm like I probably gives AI generated.
It gives AI. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'd be putting commas. Just commas now.
I used to love M dashes because they just really emphasize a point.
I agree.
But ChatGPT uses it so much. So I'm like,
whenever it actually gets annoying.
Yeah. It gets annoying. I always delete it. Every time I even think about using it in my stuff, I'm like, let me just delete it. When I had the impulse to like add it in my like assignments and essays and stuff. But I see it a lot on LinkedIn. I'm like, okay, y'all couldn't even just like space it out. You can tell when it's literally close together.
Right? And even on the topic of LinkedIn, we've reached the season of internships, job acceptances, job rejections, all of that. We're approaching May, and this is the time where people are announcing that they've gotten positions, internships, all the above. And let me just say, it is getting harder and harder and
out
harder
in these streets.
And harder and harder to get an internship. By the grace of God, we do have internships lined up for the summer. But just overall, the experience was just, it was very like, what's the word I can say? Like it was
humbling.
Very humbling and also like, I guess humbling, but also it's a very treacherous experience.
It's not easy.
It's a, I mean, I feel like I've been really looking and keeping my eye out for internships since August, since the school year began.
Yeah.
I mean, when we entered junior year, I knew people who got a summer internship secured before the first month of junior year.
Wow,
and I'm like, damn, like we're not doing anything. Like
you think you're not doing anything, but it's just like, nah. Like,
it's just very difficult. Also, like, I think this is a time where people start to heavily compare themselves. Even to people who aren't even in their own field.
Yeah.
And I think that's also a very bad, toxic trait to have.
Very, very, very toxic.
That's something I used to have I would say last year, but I've really dropped it this year because I'm like, I'm in my own lane, and I'm like, I don't even want the internship you have.
I
I
don't
don't,
think LinkedIn helps that at all.
It
Like,
doesn't. You open it like,
because
oh my, a top post is somebody else. Thing.
yeah.
I'm thrilled to announce that, but I'm happy for everybody. But it's also like,
And I think like you can't even blame people for posting these
of
things because they're
course.
trying to like network or like also
Or it's a
just
huge
congratulate
accomplishment.
themselves
It's a huge.
and
I mean,
things
I
like
posted
that.
mine,
Yeah,
so
good thing you did, but
yeah,
it's also like on the other side of that is like, oh my god, people can get overwhelmed because they might think they're not doing enough, or when they see the experience of people on their page,
oh
it's
my
like, oh
god,
my god, like,
yes.
but
It's tough for
you have to
real.
really understand at that point, like Nicole said, you're in your own lane. You're literally going towards your own finish line, your own lane. Like there's literally there should not really be any competition throughout your life.
100%.
As hard as it is to like have that ingrained in your head, I feel like Nicole and I luckily have had that like hammered in now where we're like,
I think for
I don't feel like I'm in competition with any of my peers. If anything, I feel like I'm wanting to encourage my peers even more
100%. I
to
feel like
propel
this year was
themselves.
really a testament to that. And for me, like I told Melody multiple times because she was at a point where she was looking like feeling super like overwhelmed of the process, and I told her
Hmm.
like, once you stop caring and dwelling on it, I guarantee you it's gonna come. And it did indeed, because it happened to me and it happened to you.
Hmm.
The times we expected the least, boom. I'm telling you. But luckily, finally worked out. We're gonna stay in LA this summer, but
Hmm.
it's a struggle for real, and not only for internships, but for jobs.
I
Literally,
really feel for the senior folks. When I mean senior, I mean in college, but like people who are seniors,
yes,
because I feel like a lot of them have reiterated throughout my classes that they're struggling to
and
find
worried,
jobs.
just so
Yeah.
worried.
And like before you would think, oh yeah, I'm gonna get like a job immediately post grad, or like I'm gonna have an internship beforehand and they're gonna give me an offer immediately. People are literally having internships and not getting offers. So it's like these aren't even a guarantee
It's
anymore.
not a guarantee. It's really not a
Or they were never a
guarantee.
guarantee, but I'm saying before I feel like there was a lot of like a likelihood because, that pipeline made sense. Now it's like people just intern and they're out.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're already outside of their bachelor's. Like, you know what I mean? They got that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going towards their
It's
masters at
sad.
that point, and that's like, whoa.
And that's why I don't blame people for literally getting master's degrees, because
Yeah.
they some people get more than one. They be going more and more and more because it's almost like that's used as a safety net
Yeah.
to just dodge this impeding doom of post grad life. I just saw a TikTok yesterday of a guy talking about post grad life, and he was saying like, it is way better than you guys think it is. Like, I promise you guys are gonna be so
I
happy.
always see the
And
opposite on TikTok.
I'm glad I see a more positive now, because
That's
I do see the
good.
negatives, but I'm glad I'm starting to see like people are saying it gets better.
Hmm.
And honestly, at the same time, I'm actually excited for post grad life now, because I feel like there's just so much you can explore in your life, so much things you can do without the burden of going to school. But at the same time, I heavily respect going to grad school. I think grad school is
Hmm.
amazing. So both, but I just think post grad life really gives you the chance to really get the job, hopefully, that you want to be in, or be in the area of the work field that you want to be in. And I
Yeah.
just feel like that's just a really good opportunity. So better positive than negative, but I still understand there's the genuine fear of like, am I going to get employed? Honestly, I feel like we really adapted to having our own tunnel vision. I'm happy. Like there's someone I know that got into Google, and I'm like, that's awesome. I'm genuinely happy for you. Like for me, like I'm not shaken up by nothing. Like you could tell me anything big, like, oh, like I'm excited to announce that I've gotten into like the Academy Awards list of like I think they have a program,
Hmm.
Academies, the gold list, whatever they call it. Amazing. I'm so happy for you, genuinely,
Hmm.
because that tells me that it's actually possible. That some people I know that are getting it, that means it's possible.
Yeah.
So think about it that
And
way.
it comes around.
Once you put good, yes, it comes back around. If you put hate, even if you don't verbalize it mentally, if you put hate or envy, I guarantee it's gonna come crashing down, because I can
Hmm.
honestly attest, in high school, not even hate, I had a lot of envy. I was like, damn, like why am I so unlucky? Like people have all this stuff going for them and nothing was going for me, because I was spewing so much like, oh, like darn, like oh damn, like, but once you're like, I'm genuinely happy for these people, it's gonna look up. So
Okay, so what are we liking? right now. This last week or just recently.
Well, music-wise, for the first time, I really have nothing I'm bringing up right now. I'll just say quickly. I'm listening to Cowboy Carter, obviously, to prep for the show.
Oh my god, me too.
So, but like, I would say for favorites for Cowboy Carter, at least I can say that would be. I love. People don't be talking about it. I love Daughter. It's one of the greatest songs she's ever made. You listen to it. Mm-hmm. She literally sings Italian opera. I cry every time I hear it. It's insane. Daughter, Two Hands to Heaven. Yes. I know you love that song as well. And I love Bodyguard. It's like serotonin.
You can see the windows down.
I love it. That song, and then I also love. Oh, she gone. Bucking. I listen to it
all morning. Like a mechanical bull. Bucking.
Oh, yeah. So I love that song.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
But I'm definitely a Renaissance girl, but I like Cowboy Carter though. I do like it. So yeah, that's it.
In terms of music, this isn't anything new. I've really been obsessed still with Cardi's album.
Me too.
Music.
Me too.
And I feel like it's just worth saying that album is proved to show that has a lot of longevity. Mm-hmm. I'm still listening to a majority of the tracks every single day. That's insane. Yeah, Overly has been my fave recently. Defo on rotation, and I've always mentioned Wheezy, so that's my fave as well. But yeah, I'm so excited for Abel's tour now
because everybody's coming.
Yeah, yes. So I'm excited to see both Abel and Cardi.
I bet you people are regretting.
I'm literally saying Abel the American way. Abel is the Ethiopian way. I'm so used to saying Abel. I feel
because he says it himself.
We say it to our regular American friends, whatever. But
I bet people are pissed they didn't get tickets.
Now I feel the ticket prices are probably crazy now.
And we have some good seats too.
We have good seats.
It's July something is the show in the Bay Area.
And we're going to have to figure out we're going to have to go up to the Bay even though we have, our jobs
here. But we're going to find a way because I'm not selling it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I'm excited.
I'm so excited, especially because
we're about to get this might be the best concert possible because we're getting literally the best of both worlds.
I know. Oh, I know. It's two
best case scenario.
Yeah, I feel like the two artists, especially I don't even know, with both their albums, what I've had on rotation this whole year, this is just perfect.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, and another artist I wanted to mention. I've been having Yeet on rotation lately. I feel like it might be a hot take because some people I don't know. It feels like a lot of people on social media don't
I don't really listen to Yeet, but I have a couple songs. There was something I actually love though, but I don't listen to him like that. But I heard that he has a collab album with Don Toliver coming out. But I don't know if that was true.
I never saw that.
Maybe it's fake. People were saying that. I feel like I wouldn't be shocked because Don Toliver's leading into what is it? Almost Yeet is not rock, but it's almost not. That heavy, not metal. There's
I know what
they have. It's very similar.
That Dawn is trying to tap into. Yeah,
Don Toliver's doing almost rock influence though in his music, but Yeet is something different. But I feel like I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked. But I heard that multiple times. I don't know if it's a lie.
Ooh. But okay, wait, that's interesting. But no, I've been listening to Yeet a lot lately, even though Yeet has been or was a prominent person actually in high school for me. Because I literally remember especially during the whole prom era, I used to be really really into Yeet's music, mainly because the beats, the underground trap beats like that. If it's a good beat,
people loved him in high school.
I swear. Yeah, but if it's a good beat, count me in. Oh my god, you mentioned high school. I saw what you said about Kaylin and Miles.
Oh my, what made you think about Kaylin and Miles?
You said high school. I'm just saying I don't know, us in the Bay.
If y'all don't know Kaylin and Miles, well y'all mostly from the Bay, you have to know. If you're from the Bay,
you have to.
But you turn me on. I
the lyrics are crazy. I'm sorry.
When you bounce that thing like a trampoline. That was a song. It's a love robbery. It's a love fight too with some attitude. I think anybody knows that song.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fun fact. Miles, which is the white one, if that makes it easier. Miles used to work in the same skating rink we worked at.
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time, but there was like photos of him there, and he was like, I think you tweeted at him or something. Somebody did.
Yeah, because we're like,
and he
both
was like,
mutuals with him.
Yeah,
so
and he was like,
saw...
oh my God, I want to go back and visit. And I'm like, that's crazy. He used to work there, because one of our manager told us, and I'm like, I had no idea.
Yeah, he's cool. World. You reminded me. I'm literally about to go back and like listen to their music, because I've been on like that recent wave. You see how I've been saying to our group chat of just like nostalgic older artists we used to listen to, or like boy bands and stuff, or like, I don't know, like other people. I'm like, this song is just really good. So yeah, that's that for the music. But I know we had the same thing for TV show, because we only talk about this every single day. I swear to God. And that is Love After Lock?
Yes, Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup. Y'all.
You have to have seen on TikTok.
Drama Central. It is so funny. Oh my God. I don't even want to ramble about it because it takes too much time. But yeah, like the title says, it's about like couples who date while one of them's in prison, and they meet, or like they, meet up after they get out of prison. They like document their life after jail. The drama, there's a specific guy named Julius, Ashley, and Alexis. Woo! Search it up. Search it up on TikTok. I'm telling y'all, it is so funny.
Insane.
We had to get a subscription just to watch it. Because
I swear to God, we literally had to get a subscription, because I'm like, I could not find any more on TikTok. I had to. I'm already caught up, by the way. Do you know that?
You watched the whole show?
No, there's a new episode coming this Friday.
You watched the whole show?
Yeah, I've been caught up since last Friday.
I didn't watch the full episode.
I've been caught up since last Friday. I'm literally that hooked. It's insane.
For the actual other couples? Swear to God. I need to tap in, because I'd be skipping.
I know all the couples.
I need to tap, but
what
yeah,
couples
I need to tap.
do you know? You don't, like, you
remember? No, I know what they look like, but I would just like on my phone, because I'm like, I want to watch it.
You need to. They're all entertaining.
I'm going to restart and watch.
They're all entertaining, but I don't know. You have to actually pay me no money. I'm not going to hold you.
Doing that.
My thing is like, I don't even know what I'd rather do. Oh, I would rather mop the ocean. I'd rather mop the ocean before I am dating and waiting for an inmate who's going to play me when he comes out and make me look like a fool on TV.
I'd rather pluck every single, like, grass, like, part of a grass. With
like
all that. Nah, I'm never getting played on TV. No. Like, what? Let alone somebody from prison. Like, no.
And it's funny because this specific guy we talked about, Julius, poor girl. Not she. Well,
no. No. You know you're getting into. You know you're getting into.
No.
You know you're getting into.
It's not even that. We're not saying it's just because if you watch it, you'll agree with us. The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Just watch and let us know. We won't steer you all in the wrong direction. It is interesting. So,
yeah, that show is so funny. But that's like really the only show I'm watching right now.
Same.
Because TV is made as usual.
Just wait till Big Brother happens.
I'm so excited. I'm so hyped.
A little fun general episode about what not under the sun. But thank y'all for reaching the end. We really appreciate it always. And also, let us know what y'all be thinking. I love hearing feedback from people, like what they think about the episodes, like specific parts of the episodes. Like, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So. Yes, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Watch on Spotify.
And follow us on Instagram too.
So just TikTok. TikTok as well.
Oh, yeah.
Tap in.
Do that.
So, yeah. That's that. But we'll see y'all in episode 9.
Yikes.
Bye.
Bye.